In this video, we're going to go grocery shopping during COVID. Keep watching and see what's changed. In the last 6 months, there's been a lot of changes in the world. One of the biggest has been grocery shopping. We went from being able to get what you want, when you wanted it, to post-apocalyptic Mad Max and the Road Warrior, where if you saw something, you ordered it. And it's amazing how fast we went to that.
Greetings. We have come for the toilet paper.
It's like, I remember early on, I saw this one last bottle of QP mayonnaise. I had my shot, so I took it, and it's now mine. The biggest indignity, Hunt's. There was no Heinz, we've got Hunt's. Everybody knows it's not the same. So I tell you what, why don't we go shopping and find out what else is missing? I mean, when you're going shopping, this is the biggest change. I mean, it's like nobody ever had to wear a mask before. Now, if you've ever been in a hospital in an operating room, before you go in the OR, you put your mask on. Just that simple. Like that, let's go in. One issue that's come up is, how do you pick out your fruit and your vegetables? Now, before, play with them, feel, touch, but it's like, if I've got COVID, does anybody else want that one? No? Oh, I know. There's one particular lime that I want. So I'm gonna, like Rudy Gobert, I'm gonna go through every last one of them. You wanna buy those? You hope nobody's coughed all over this or sneezed. You know, it's great if you're not sick. But what about that one guy who's, doesn't know he's sick? It's like it terrifies me now to even go up to that stuff thinking that you're in a level 4 biohazard place and you're just here in the grocery store. I'm gonna buy something, at least if it's been pre-packaged. The worst that could happen, it got contaminated in the factory, and they have to follow some rules. Another change, there's no more buffet stuff. It's like everything now is pre-packaged. Now, it used to be you could come up, steal a taste. One of my favorites, the Deli meat counter. They're not sampling it anymore. You can understand that, but you look back there, they're not surgeons back there doing this. These are just regular guys. And you're having to hope they do the same precautions. Pretty much you actually really do in surgery. Look at the bread. I mean, it used to be you could have open containers of bread. Not anymore. Although this one, yes. I'd say look at that. You're probably going to disappear in the years ahead. Bagels. Let's just go ahead, reach in. Everything you're seeing is another source of getting sick. And we're just trying to go shopping and find something. I mean, everything's a potential petri dish in here. Now, thank God we do have the safest place in the store, the alcohol. This deli counter has essentially been unchanged. If you go back, you would see something not too different from what you're seeing here. Stalls with things laid out, stuff you can buy, somebody that's able to butcher the meats or fish, whatever. Again, it's not packaged. You're hoping that all along the line that everybody's been taking the sanitary precautions. That's a big bet considering how many steps there are in the line. The things we need to find out, do they have everything I'm looking for? My motto, when it's the last one, buy it. Thank the Lord we've got Heinz ketchup again. I'm buying all of it. The one thing that is short almost every time I come in the store is mac and cheese. And I mean, what's going on with the supply lines? How can you disrupt mac and cheese? America's been a huge success on a historic basis. Never has a society had 50 different types of chocolate. This is going to be the thing that's going to be changing, is we're disrupting supply lines everywhere. And I'm talking about all the way back from where you start with cocoa in South America and Africa, the processing to get it here, the transportation to get it here, the places to distribute it. It's all changing. We're in a store, this is a big mega mart, and it's got what looks like massive amounts of food, but there's only a 3-day supply of food in this city. you get down to where there's just one day of food and a lot of empty shelves, it's not the guys who are yelling and screaming on Facebook that are a problem. The problem is if you take a whole lot of moms that all of a sudden can't feed their kids, you've got a huge problem. The question is, are these changes going to be permanent? The good news is the shelves were full today and we got our supply of Cheez-Its. I don't know if they'll be there tomorrow, but for tonight, the only question I've got, what wine pairs best with the Cheez-It?